What is your sort of emotional state heading into this championship game?
Um, Personally, I'm just really excited. I've been with Orlando for like almost 5 years now, so it's been quite the roller coaster. So yeah, I'm just really grateful, and I'm super excited that we're here. And this moment is one of a kind, and this group of girls is one of a kind as well. So I think, yeah, just ready to enjoy everything, no matter how it comes.
And where am I emotionally? So I don't know if a lot of people saw after the game, I was just crying. Our last game, but it was just so many tears of joy, and just like knowing that all of our hard work is paying off right now. So I think that's just like, I would just always say, like, there's just so much joy and just so much happiness going into this game, because it's so nice to see all of our hard work paying off. And like, we have backs against the walls a couple times this year, and like a lot of people were doubting us a lot this year, and it's just like nice to know like we've had each other through that the whole entire way. We're just so happy for each other, and just really excited for what we're going to do in 2 days. Okay.
Thinking about the stakes of the game, obviously the highest stakes possible. How do you treat it sort of mentally heading into this game? Do you try to treat it as like a regular season game, a normal game, normal routine, or do you, in the back of your mind, do you know that it's a bigger game than normal, and you have that in the back of your mind?
I think it's very fair to acknowledge the fact that this is the championship. I think you can't not acknowledge that, but in preparation, we're trying to just treat it like another game. Like, that's what we've been doing all year, like just another game, game by game. It's the last one, so we'll just do the same thing we've been doing, but you can't like not acknowledge the fact that this is the championship. Like, this is the biggest game for most of our careers right now, and like the pressure's good though, and that means you care, and so it's gonna be great.
Yeah, for me, I feel like I'm really just trying to treat it as like another game. I like to keep things like super lighthearted and simple. So yeah, I want that vibe, like everyone to just be like super normal and as less nerves as possible, although nerves are a good thing. But yeah, for me, I'm just like here to be myself and help in any way that I can.
And then a couple more questions. One, was there a moment this year, whether that's a game, a goal, something that happened where you were like, wow, I think we can really win this year?
I don't know. I feel like kind of back to the first question, I feel like I've been like super level-headed this whole time, and like just been taking one game at a time, and I think that we all have, and I think that's why we've been so successful, because we never looked too far into the future. We always just took it one game at a time. But to be honest, like the semifinal and Marta's goal, I was like, oh, this is sick. So yeah, no, I think for me it's just been like super level-headed and like take it one game at a time and see where it takes us, and took us where we're here.
Second question. Is there a moment this year where you were like, I think we have a chance to win?
Yeah, so like we were taking game by game, so like anything could happen the next game, and so I just remember when we were about to enter playoffs, and he like read all of our accolades on a piece of paper, and he crumpled it up and tossed it. We're like, oh, like, and so you're like, you're right though. Like, now we're in playoffs. Like, one loss, you're gone. So I remember, like, it was like an out of body experience. I swear. It was. I was off the field, but Marta scored the third goal in the semifinal, and I remember looking at Audrey, and I said, "Holy crap, we're about to do this!" And like that. And like I know it sucks that like it took like the very last goal for us to score before the championship, but like you can't take everything for granted. Things happen. They scored a goal late in that game, so like things could have gone completely different or something like that. But like in that moment, I was like, it really sunk in. You're like, holy crap, we're gonna actually go to the championship, and she like secured it for us. And of course, Marta scored the most Marta-esque goal you could possibly witness in your life. But like, yeah, that's when everything started sinking in. I started crying. That's when all the tears actually started, and then we had an extra 19 minutes of stoppage time, and then that was anxiety. But it like really just like sunk in right there when she scored that goal.
And then final question. I know you probably don't want to look ahead, but if Pride win the championship, what would it mean to you personally, and then for the city of Orlando as well?
I think just for the city of Orlando, for our organization, I think it's just like finally saying like, you guys have thought so little of us. We're always been the underdog, so what more do we need to do for you to realize that we are here to play, and we are here to make a stamp in the league? And I guess winning a championship and a shield in 1 year is going to have to be the reason why, but like also just like to ourselves, like just the players here, I think it's just credit to like all of our hard work and just like how much adversity we've gone through for multiple years to get where we are now. And we've been grinding and just running 1Ks and having absurd like travel schedules, and it's just finally like all of our fruits of our labor is going to come into play, and I think that's what really is going to be great for us. But I think finally, like, people are going to see Orlando Pride for something great instead of something so little, and I think that's really going to be pivotal for us. But like, about time is like all I can say about it.
Same question.
The word that came straight to my head was respect. Like, we've done so much this year, and like we continue to have to prove ourselves. And I think winning the Shield like wasn't even enough to get that respect. So yeah, and I think for the city of Orlando, it's just like getting people out to actually come to our games. Like, I get we have an MLS team and it's amazing because we get those fans too, but like we want the respect of our own fans and people in the seats every single game that we have, no matter what is on stake, like what we're doing.